Here we go. They're off and running for another Taco Tuesday for Magicians. Cheers to you, friends. Thank you for being here tonight. Alrighty, it's slowing down. We are not going to have a whammy on this spin. It's good. That is good. And our first winner tonight is Pedro Sanchez. I believe I misspelled your name there, so that's my bad. But I know that you're watching on YouTube. So congratulations to you on being our first winner on tonight's show. If you are new around here, our first giveaway each week is a free Magic download. So our team will pick out one for you, but you do need to email us to receive that right there. And that's how you could do that. info@allthingsmagic.com. Do it to it, and all of our winners have a week to claim their prizes, so be sure you do that before next week's show. No pressure, no rush, just giving you a heads up. And I love to see the congrats coming on in for our first winner of the night. That is awesome stuff.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right, that's right. Winner, winner, chicken dinner going out to Pedro over on our YouTube channel tonight. You are welcome. And thanks to you for joining us tonight, Pedro. Again, that is our way of saying thanks for tuning in and watching what we do here. I also see Ron Connor joining us tonight. I got you on the wheel. We got a couple more people to add real quick. Douglas Perro, also on our YouTube tonight. Got you on there. Yes, the congrats are coming into you, Pedro. There we go. All righty. So yes, and Adam Turner as well. Let's get Adam up here. All right, you can't win if you're not on there, and you are on there now. Adam Turner. So good luck to you on tonight's giveaways. All righty, so there we go, friends. First winner of the night coming your way. And we'll reboot the wheel here, get it ready for our next spin. Coming up very, very soon. And again, welcome to everyone out there for tuning in tonight on a Taco Tuesday for Magicians. I hope you've been having a good week so far. I know it's early in the week. It's only Tuesday. But I hope you had a nice weekend. I know the rest of my week is busy, 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 full of performing. So it's going to be a good next couple days where I'll be downtown performing and testing out some new stuff during those performances too. So looking forward to the next couple nights, getting down there and getting back into action again. You know where else is the action? You know where else it is going down? That is one of my favorite places in the entire world. It's true. It is the world famous Magic Castle. That's right, over there in Hollywood. We were talking about the establishment full of magic and magicians. And this week, let's see who they have as the magicians taking over the castle. Starting off with the close-up gallery. It is jam-packed this week. It looks like a young magician's takeover. There is Zach Ryback, Jordan Miller, Oz Shemesh, and then we have July 23rd. So these are the people taking over the later part of the week. Blake Elong, Shoji, and Skylar Jade. So it's a young takeover this week in the Magic Castle Close-Up Gallery. Maybe, just maybe, it's the whole castle. Let's see. As we continue down to the Parlor of Prestidigitation, we have Jack Ranger Walsh and Ashton Ardenti. Looks like this is a younger crew here as well. In the Palace of Mystery, he's young at heart. Kevin James, young at heart, but a legend in the magic world for sure. And nice to see him taking over the Palace of Mystery all this week, along with Winston Pierner and Julia Dryas. They are the other folks taking care of the Palace of Mystery this week. Library Bar, we got John Accardo. You know, of course, we don't want any kids taking over the bar, so it's good that we've got John taking care of that this week. All right. Ken Dumb says some of the best magic you'll see is the Youth Week. Yes, yes, and I love the fact that they're doing that for those up-and-coming magicians as well. Pillar Theater all week is Joel Ward, Aiden Corden, and Jacob Martinez. So there you go. Joel Ward, I believe, was part of that youth program many, many moons ago. House Magicians, they're still young at heart as well. Nick and Mike Pashota, they're the strolling magicians, kind of pop up here and there throughout the venue. And the Parlor Kid shows, Jimmy H. taking care of Saturday and Sunday brunches over there. So that's what's going down this week at the Magic Castle. All right. The Youth Week. Of course, the future of magic is in their hands. And we always do our best to continue to promote and support the youth of magic, including a few people that watch our show, including Mr. Matthew Horowitz. He's on the younger side. And lots and lots of other people, whether you are young or young at heart. You know, not everyone is new to magic at a young age. Some people come later. but they still love it just as much as all of us. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. All right. We also have our friend Mr. Dan the Man joining us tonight. He is tuning in. And Dan, I'm going to get you up on our prize wheel tonight. So good luck to you. Dan Jemerson. All right. Nice to have you here. I believe he's our buddy from Montana out there. So that is awesome stuff. All right. So speaking of the youth, I wanted to also share this. This is literally starting, I think, today, if I'm not mistaken. And I am talking about the IBM convention. Officially kicks off tomorrow, but I believe I saw some photos circulating around here a few hours ago because the Lance Burton Teen Seminar starts a day before the actual conference. So, of course, you've got the Lance Burton Seminar. Teen Seminar would not be that without Lance Burton himself, the legend, the Las Vegas legend. He's got two young performers there with him that have been part of this program for a while. You've got Gino and you have Gabriella Lester as well there. Also kind of getting up in front of the group and helping out and obviously promoting the teens and getting them all ready for this conference there. So it's always nice to see the youth of Magic being supported by someone like Lance Burton and also some of the former youth popping in there too to support the next generation after them. So looks like Lance is doing a little wave out there, maybe. Just maybe wave, yeah. Gabrielle Lester, also part of that crew that's coming into the MGM here in Las Vegas with the Now You See Me show starting in October. So she's there talking to the youth. There's Gino. You might recognize Gino. He's been on America's Got Talent this year in the audition rounds, and I believe he did make it through to the actual show, if I'm not mistaken. So that's just a few shots of what's going on over there. And as always, you know, we definitely support the youth of Magic. You know, we all stand on the shoulders of giants, and now they might be standing on some of our shoulders now. So kind of a cool full circle thing there. So that's what's good. And like I said, the actual IBM convention kicks off tomorrow. So if you're in this area, this is happening this year in St. Louis. It's going to be a wonderful few days of Magic there. It's got a great lineup of talent. Of course, the dealer room is always a popular spot. Guest of honor, Connie Boyd is there. Full schedule, contest dealers, and the talents all lined up. I'm not going to have you sit through all of it, but this is starting officially tomorrow over there in St. Louis. So have a wonderful time if you are going to the IBM convention. All right. Do you know anything about the new Frank Garcia book? I do not, Leo. I did see that my friend Devlin is in there. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. But I believe it was something that Devlin posted earlier. So it must be coming soon, I'm guessing. It's coming soon. How we doing out there, Lou Winton? Always good to see you, sir. Hope you are well. How we doing, Jeff Horton? Jeff says hello, and he's looking for a win. Let's get Jeff on our wheel because that's the only way that you can win is if you're on the wheel. Here we go. Our local Gabrielle Lester is on that team. That's right. Have to pay it forward in the world of Magic. That's true. Very, very true. That's right. Okay. And I did want to double check that. I was just talking about the book that I was referring to. So let me just look up my friend Devlin real quick because he posted something today about that. Yeah, so this is what Devlin posted a few hours ago. I'd like to take a moment to thank my friend for inviting me to contribute to this wonderful and informative book about the life and career of one of our greats, Mr. Frank Garcia. So this looks like the cover, maybe. This is the inside. That's Devlin with his now deceased wife there, Bronwyn. And you can see Devlin's mentioned there in the book as well. So not sure anything about the details. It looks like Rich Gilbert says released today. Okay, so Mayor Yid had started selling it today. Well, thank you for the heads up out there, Rich Gilbert. I had a feeling it was coming soon because Devlin wouldn't be posting images about something he wasn't supposed to. So good to know. All right. So that is awesome stuff out there. Garvel is looking for a win as well. Let's get you on that wheel. Garvel, watching over on our YouTube channel tonight. Thanks for being here. Also to Derek Rose. Thank you for being here, Derek. And we'll also get you up here on our prize wheel tonight. There you go. All right. Stacy Hall, also welcome back, Stacy. She was one of our winners recently. Nice to have you back on a Tuesday night, Stacy. Thank you for being here. Galactic Nerd Cat. All right. Let's just add you up here. Galactic Nerd Cat on our YouTubes. All right. You never know who you're going to see over on our YouTube channel. Frank Garcia was awesome. Looking forward to that book. Yes, he was. And I'm sure Marietta did a wonderful job if he is the one that's part of getting all that produced, right? So there we go. New stuff over there. Alrighty. Speaking of new stuff, there's also new magic. And I got to tell you, there's some really good stuff out there this week. I want to start with one that we featured in our email today that was promoting tonight's show. And that is this. The Mental Post-it Pad. For many, many years, I have been a fan of, using those secret devices that we use to write, in front of our spectators. But there's always been, not concerns, but there's always been that, man, like it'd be really cool if I didn't have to worry about carrying it around, or how am I going to put it in my pocket, or, what if I lose it? And so this actually has a really, really nice built-in feature to it. And the pad itself is also designed to make it to where when you're doing that secret writing, there's a secret extra little function to it that makes it even easier for you to write. So I'm going to show you this video real quick. This is not brand new today. Came out a couple weeks ago, but I've been playing with this a lot, and I really like it. And that's why I thought I'd wait and share it with you today. So yeah, this is the Mental Post-it Pad. Not too long of a video, but it'll give you a good idea of exactly what this is. And I think a lot of you, when you see this, are going to go, all right, that's really, really good. So check it out, and I'll let you decide.
The Swami Writer is one of the strongest tools in Mentalist, but the problem is always the same: how to carry it, how to load it, and how to write comfortably. The Mental Post-it Pad is an amazing solution for this problem. With Mental Post-it Pad, you can load and unload the writer using the secret compartment. You can write really easily and comfortable with your thumb free thanks to the special tab at the back. You can reset it instantly. And best of all, it looks exactly like regular Post-it notes. I hope you enjoy the Mental Post-it Pad.
And there it is, friends. So thank you, David, by the way, for the thumbs up on tonight's show. Thank you very, very much for that. It's your own way of supporting the show, so thank you. I really, really like this a lot. As I mentioned earlier, sometimes it can be difficult to have pocket management, where you have to keep track of all your things. And something small like a secret writer could sometimes get lost in the mix with all your stuff. So having this built into this, and this is actually what the gimmick looks like right here. Having everything built into this, I think, is brilliant. Very clever, self-contained. And again, the other nice part about this is that it's got that really nice grip to it on the back that goes away. Not that this is anything you're trying to hide, but it's a nice little thing that is actually there. So now when you're actually holding the pad, you have an extra bit of security there. And it makes it look even more natural when you're doing your writing. Like I'm doing it now. I'm not writing anything, but I'm moving my thumb around back behind the scenes. And then when you're done, you come out, you show what you wrote. As you go to peel off the paper, you literally can go in and ditch the gimmick. I've just attached the gimmick to my thumb. And now when you come back in, you take off the paper, and I've ditched it back inside the little holder there. So 1,000%. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Not that it matters, but you also do receive some extra Post-it pads. These are just regular things. You could buy more and just attach them to the top of the gimmick. But yeah, and you do get the writer as well. So you get the pad with the little thing on the bottom. You get the secret compartment, and you get the gimmick inside of it, the secret writer as well. So you get everything here that you're looking at. So there you go. This is highly recommended by myself. Really, really dig this one a lot. Yes. Clever. Really like the getting into the writer. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the best parts, right? Is now you just take this out, and in front of them, now I've just gotten into it. Like, oh, you could see my hands. I literally just got into it just by talking, and now I'm ready to do my writing. So yeah, super cool, super practical, and $40, not too shabby for what you get there. So that's the mental post-it pad by our friends over at Vernay Magic. So there you go. Almost looks like a seance third-hand gimmick. Love the tab on the back. Yeah, that is actually a really nice extra little bit. Having that there honestly makes it even easier to write. I've been kind of exploring this, and obviously you're not going to do this when you're holding it, but the fact that you can hold this now and not have to worry about gripping it in a weird way. Sometimes we have to hold these things in kind of a weird way in order to do our secret stuff, but now at your fingertips like this, now you're free, to do your stuff back here. So pretty cool if you ask me. Alrighty. Love that you can add extra post-its to it as you use it. Yeah, that's a nice thing. You don't have to buy like refills, it's just the pads that are very easy to get. Those little extra pieces of paper. So I really like this one a lot. But you know that already. Said that a few times. So there you go. Welcome to Travis. Travis says, it took me forever to get on this stream, but I'm finally here. Damn it. Well, Travis, welcome. It's nice to have you here tonight. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Alexander says, wait, it's Vernay. I've been saying it Vernet for 40 years. It could be tomato. Could be potato. I've always heard it as Vernay myself, but that doesn't mean that I'm right. It certainly doesn't mean that I'm right. So it is possible that I could be wrong. Yeah, I always thought it was Vernay, excuse me. But yeah. Besides the thumb tips, Vernay seriously makes quality utility items from just have 3 of their thumb writers, so I know this will be great too. They also make the Cheetah Index. Yes, we also are very big fans of the Cheetah Index over here. Absolutely. Yes. Mike Miller, how are we doing out there, friend? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. I'll get you up here on the wheel as well. Maybe tonight the discussion is going to be, how do we pronounce the name of that company? Yeah, it could be the night of Vernet or Vernay, and maybe I'm going to learn something new tonight. It is possible. Yeah. Alrighty, friends. Let's keep it moving and grooving. Of course, tonight on Taco Tuesday, like all of our Taco Tuesday. Thank you, Mike Miller, for the 600 stars. I'll fill you guys in on tonight's giveaway in just a moment. I want to give a shout out to Rich Gilbert, who is always helping us to promote our Taco Tuesday shows with these really fun AI created images. Tonight, we have the floating hot salsa sauce over the taco. It's kind of like an airborne, but with the salsa sauce. Kind of a cool thing there. So that's awesome. Thank you to Rich Gilbert for that. Alrighty, love that one a lot. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing that one with us. Alrighty. I mentioned earlier the convention coming up, the IBM convention. There's another one that I really want to make sure you guys know about. My friend Mike Miller being here reminds me of that. And I'm talking about the Abbott's Magic Get Together. It's not really getting too good there, so just bring that down there. This is a wonderful looking lineup. Our pal Mike Miller is the show producer. He's the guy that put together this whole lineup of people for these 4 amazing evening shows and everything in it as well. So we've got Penn and Teller Full List people joining them. There's Mike Caveney and Friends show. You got the Matt King show. You got all these wonderful people, and they do have tickets still available there. So abbottmagic.com is the place to do that. And this is the 88th annual get together. That is a lot of years. That's a lot of magic. And if you are anywhere near that area, Colon, Michigan, the magic capital of the world, be sure to pop over there. And even if you can't go for the whole time, just pop in for one of the days. It is one of those experiences that I haven't had a chance to experience myself, but I have heard so many amazing things about the small town, everyone coming together, magic. Just a very cool and very unique experience wrapped up in Colon, Michigan there. So Abbott's is almost here. So that is cool stuff. All right. Mike kills it every year at Abbott's. Mike is amazing. So Yes, Mike is great. Sometimes people mispronounce Wojo as jackass, so it can happen. Well, now. You got me good on that one, Wojo. You definitely got me good on that one. All righty. And also, if you guys are out there and you have a Michaels in your area, I've been seeing a lot of different people sharing these out there. They have this new magic themed section of stuff that they have signage, they have displays, they have. You can see we got the man who knows stuff over here. We've got the palm reading stuff over there. Looks like a cut, cut and restored lady there, the sawing in half lady with the box there. All these really cool pieces at Michael's right now with kind of the magic theme. You've even got the Alexander, Keller, Thurston. Looks like these kind of like hanging things you could put in your magic room. That's pretty cool. Yeah, just like all this really cool. Got the abracadabra sign. All this really neat magic stuff at Michael's right now. And I'm not sure why I shared that one, but very neat to see that for sure. Kevin Long, I'm an hour from Colon, so I'll make it at least a couple shows in between my own. That's awesome, Kevin. Yeah, well, if you snap any photos, get any videos, Kevin, or anyone that's going, be sure to send those over to us here at All Things Magic if you like, and we could share them on the episode after the convention. I know the convention's not happening yet, but if any of you guys are doing that, be sure to let us know. All right. So that is cool. Also, we got Mike Welch, who is looking for a win tonight. So, Mike, let me add you real quick to our giveaways. All right. Mike Miller, we'll talk later, Luke, about All Things Magic performing at Abbott's. Hey, all right. Well, there you go, friends. We might just be seeing you in Abbott's sometime down the road. Eric Gilmore, I just bought a lot of this stuff from my magic room. There was a sign that said 40% off all of it, but it was put up by mistake. And I still got it all for 40% off. Yes. Cheers to that. Eric Gilmore coming in hot with the deal. You can't go wrong with that. Well, it said it. It said it on the sign. So give me the deal. Gimme, right? That is a win in my book. Good job, Eric Gilmore, pulling in a win with that for sure. All right. I did want to let you guys know about tonight's giveaway. We are going to be doing a close-up bag, a TCC close-up bag. These are the really nice like leather ones. They sell for $45 on their own. And we're just going to jam pack it full of magic. And again, from time to time, I'll let you know kind of what the theme of the show is. We might have a certain type of magic, but tonight you get to decide. So depending on our entries tonight, it'll at least be $100 worth of magic in there too. If we end up getting more donations, more support, we'll bump it up as the show goes on. But right now, we'll give you basically a $50 bag with over $100 worth of magic in it, and you get to decide the type of magic that we put in there for you. So if you're more of a card magician or a coin magician or a mentalist or whatever, those will be the things that we put in there for you. So that's what we're doing for our giveaway tonight. If you win, that's what we're doing for you. Okay. Brian Irwin, going to head to Michael's after the show tonight. There you go, Brian. Enjoy, and maybe you'll see that 40% off sign too, right? Maybe you will also get the Eric Elmore deal over there. You don't know if you don't try, right? You just don't know if you don't try. Alrighty. Last week, we didn't really have a show. I kind of just popped up out of the blue and just kind of talked and shared my thoughts. It was tough because we lost this wonderful gentleman, Steve Z. We lost Steve Z. He was a really amazing supporter of our show and of me in general. He brought me to his convention this year, the St. Louis Gateway Close-Up Convention, and just really always had my back and just really always just had a lot of nice things to say and always supported what we did. So unfortunately, we lost Steve last week. And it's actually interesting to me that I was looking through here. They were having the visitation today from 2 to 4. So, only fitting Steve Z having his visitation on a Taco Tuesday. So there you go. That was today, the visitation. And it's just still a very sad time to know that he's no longer with us. But he left behind a legacy and some wonderful people. And again, our thoughts and condolences go out to his wife Barb and also the rest of his friends and the rest of his family too. There is a guest book here. I know David First, one of our viewers out there and one of our friends, he's signed the virtual book out there. A few other people, magicians, Stephen Jen Myers have done that as well. Dan Fleshman. So if you would like to do that, I'm going to post the link in the chat if you wanted to sign the virtual book there. So Steve Z, I'll just put in here his memorial. There we go. That's the website there. And you can go in and you can send flowers through that. You can send a card, a gift. You can do these things at the top. And then also down below, you can sign the virtual guest book. So the link is in the chat now for that if you want to share your thoughts, so that the family can read those and smile warmly knowing that Steve was loved by so many people. So Scott R. Smith was there and he said it was great, and we had about 40 magicians there for the broken wand ceremony. Very, very nice to see such a nice turnout for Steve. Scott says Chris Korn was there along with many others. So very nice to hear that. Still a very sad thing, but nice to hear that there were a lot of people there to celebrate his life. David says, got to go. Hope you have a magical night. See you at Magic Live. Catch you later, David, and safe travels on your way out to Magic Live in like a week or two, right? You should put Steve's name on the wheel on every slot and give it a spin and give him one last Taco Tuesday win. Yes. I like that. So Steve he's watching over us tonight. He's there. He's being Steve Z. Still kind of not wrapped my head around the fact that he's no longer with us. That's life, right? And as I always kind of say, so another reason why we should always appreciate what we have and who we have while we have them or while we have that, because things could all change just like that. So yeah, wanted to definitely mention that. And yeah, he will never be forgotten. That is for sure. He will not be forgotten. All right. So let's keep it moving and grooving over here, my friends. There is something else I want to tell you about on the magic side. I know a lot of people have enjoyed the first version of this. And so I thought I would also bring up the second version of this, because this makes things even easier. A lot of people want to do something like a card to impossible location, like a sign card, right? But some people just aren't comfortable doing a Mercury card fold, right? And I get it. Especially when sometimes you need to do it, I wouldn't say perfectly, but make it look a certain way so that it matches what you're about to switch. So that's where this comes in. Perfect Score 2.0 from John Allen, and this is it. These are sold out everywhere else. We've got a small supply of these available. This is easier, faster, and better than the original. You can see the new look of it here, and I'll have John Allen tell you more about it here in just a sec. So this is something a lot of people enjoy using, because not only does it make the folds more exact, it makes them easier and quicker to do. And there's a couple magicians you might recognize in this quick video telling you that, because they're actually doing it and feeling just how easy the card folds upon itself. So there you go. Also, real quick before we do that, want to give a quick shout out to Hungry and Hungover. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very, very much. It does count as an entry, and if you want to drop a message, I'll be happy to share that with the group as well. But right now, we're going to take a look at the Perfect Score 2.0 from John Allen. So here you go.
Nope. 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 I'm John Allen. Perfect Score allows you to do this.
Dude, that's nuts. That's so much faster.
Wow. That makes it so much easier.
Yeah, that is remarkably. I agree with you.
My goodness, this is great. I've never had that before.
That's actually quite easy.
That is easy.
This is Perfect Score 2.0. When I released the original Perfect Score, it changed the way magicians did the Mercury card fold. Not only did it help create a perfectly folded card, it made the actions easier, faster, and way more natural, every single time. Perfect Score gives you the confidence to do the move without fear of getting caught in any situation. Now, if you're performing an effect where the folded card is on display, then the card you're switching in has to look the same, because if not, it just looks horrible. As an example, if you're performing Paragon 3D, everyone can see it's a perfectly folded card. Now, your Mercury card fold must be perfect in order to match it, and Perfect Score quickly and easily gets you there. Even if the card isn't on view, for example with my destination box, a card box, or even a shoe, having a perfectly folded card just looks great. Now, with Perfect Score 2.0, a card can be prepared quicker and easier than ever before. The template is now a single unit. So this means that you don't even need a table to prepare the card. A single playing card is prepared in seconds. Another bonus is that you now don't need a special scoring tool. You can use the provided push pin, a needle, X-Acto knife, scissor blade, or even a safety pin. Perfect Score 2.0 is designed to score cards into quarters for the Mercury card fold and 6 for the one-handed card fold. Many magicians shy away from the Mercury card fold because it's difficult to do consistently well. You also need to do 3 unnatural actions underneath the deck, possibly in full view. Using Perfect Score 2.0 changes the way you fold the card, so now there is just one natural action. Revealing a perfectly folded card is desirable. When it's visible the whole time, it's essential. This is Perfect Score 2.0.
There you go, friends. That is that. And it's not much more I can tell you about it other than this is what the new, I wouldn't call it a device, but the new template kind of looks like. And as you mentioned, you can do this on the fly. You saw just how quick you did it in the video. And you can do different folds if you want. You can do more pre-scoring it, if you want to do a one-handed fold or whatever. But very, very quick and easy to do. And as Ken Dumb says as well, you could score a whole deck quickly. Yeah, absolutely. It won't take you much time at all to do that. And Hungry and Hungover says perfect. Excuse me, worth it for paperclip. Yes, yes, yes. You dig it out there, Mike Miller. Yep, it is good. It is good. Perfect Score 2.0. Awesome. It is awesome. Awesome sauce for sure. Yeah. So there we go. Much love to you as well, Jason Gray. Thank you for that. So there's John Allen's latest masterpiece, the Perfect Score 2.0. All right, link is in the chat if you are interested in picking that one up. We just removed one from our site because we had a Las Vegas legend just reaching out saying, hey, wait. Those are gone everywhere else. I need one, so please hold one for me. So we have done that for a very special person tonight that is watching out there. So there we go. All righty. And as David first says, yes, it is John Allen. That's all you need to know. Very true. John Allen, he's a worker. The guy gets it, puts out quality stuff, and you can always know you can depend on it, with things like Double Back. That's another great piece, a worker, How we do out there, Gello? Nice to see you. Welcome. Well, better late than never, as they say. Nice to see you out there, Gello. Hope all is well in your world, my friend. Hope you are doing well. All right, so lots of good magic out there tonight. That's not necessarily a trick that we just showed you. That is a accessory, kind of a utility, but it is a good one. It is a good one. And we have some other things to tell you about as well on the magic side. I do want to also remind you of these wonderful people, Audience Wonderland. I'm going to go ahead and put in the code. I do love now that you have to have a password to get into their site. Password's a easy enough thing to know if you are a magician. And then little questions on the outside of their website. I like that though because they're trying to do their best to protect the integrity of their products. And of course, as always, they have the best of the best stuff when it comes to the electronic impression stuff. Also have some wonderful Peak things now, along with the Lumen Duo. And you have some of those wonderful pins that do not look like special pins. We were talking about the brand new, so you got these different things here. There's the things we're talking about. Lumen, you got Spectra, you got the Duo, and then you have the brand new Bic Pin. It's one of the new accessories they just launched here recently. The Bic Pin, and also one of my favorite things ever, the Gel Pen. I swear by this thing. I love this thing. Did I mention I like it? This thing's awesome. So yeah, and they have, Mark mentioned to me the other day, I think they have 4 or 5 things coming out at Magic Live. So that's right around the corner. So stay tuned. When I know more, or when I see Mark, I'll be sure to fill you guys in on that. So that is that. I also checked in on Mark Schaefer, our friend, the owner of Audience Wonderland. He's continuing to do better and better with his recovery. He did have a little, I wouldn't say a relapse. He had to go back in for another minor surgery last week, just to make sure everything's okay. But he is okay, and he's been back home and recovering. I think that was on Thursday that he was actually back home from the second round of going in for a quick surgery. So thinking about the one and only Mark Schaefer, and of course Audience Wonderland should be your place to go for the best of the best stuff when it comes to the impression pads, the pins, the peak device, all of it. And also the brand new Impra app is fantastic. It's just all great. I can't say enough good things about them. So yeah, good stuff. All right. Yep. All right. I think right now I'm going to take a quick break because, with the loss of Steve Zelke, I've really kind of tried to remember what it was about Magic that got me so excited in the first place. And one person, I think for a lot of us, was very instrumental to our learning and getting us interested. That's Michael Amar. So I found an old clip of him doing a couple of different pieces for one of those LNL audiences, and I thought this was like the right time, the right day to share that. So I want to go down memory lane. I want to remember the fun and the good and the, So yeah, I want to do that. So I made my password Luke Dancy and it said it was a strong pass. There you go. John Carter, I love my Lumen Mini that I won here. It has changed how confident I am with the press. It's the best. I've got a Mini as well. It is the best, and the pin is just unfreaking believable. The gel pin that comes with it is unfreaking believable as well. And Mike Miller, thank you very much for the support, Mike Miller. Mike says, I just ordered the Perfect Score 2.0 thing. No, thank you. Thank you, Mike Miller, for supporting us at the All Things Magic shop. How we doing out there, LB Magic? How we doing tonight? Hope you are doing well. All right, everybody. So we're going to take that walk down memory lane now with Michael Amar. We'll be doing 2 giveaways after this video plays, so stay tuned. If you haven't yet, be sure to type in the word win. I'll get you on their free prize wheel right here. And if you are looking to join in on our big giveaway tonight, we'll be doing our warm-up for you guys out there. So let me go ahead and post the link as well for our raffle tickets. All righty, so here we go. That is now there too. And we'll be back after this. So let's all enjoy Michael Amar. Here we go. All right.
Any card magician who spent a lot of times with a deck of cards will tell you that you start to develop an affinity for the cards. In fact, at that point, if you just begin to listen to the language of the cards, they tell you everything you may need to know about anything that you happen to do. And for example, right now, the deck is telling me that you should pick a card, any one that you want, and then show it to everyone here. Make sure that everybody's in on it. I won't look. I've already seen this trick. And return it to the deck there. Oh, it's very important that you remember it, or it's a very obscure effect at the end. Okay, now you may notice that it really doesn't matter where the card ends up inside of the deck, because it's not going to be me that's responsible for what's taking place. In fact, it's the deck of cards themselves that's going to tell me everything that I need to know. For example, the top card here. This is the card that tells me a very important piece of information. This tells me the color of your card. It was a cherry colored card, wasn't it? Black cherry. Yeah, it's a black cherry. So that's the, now this is the card that tells me another very important piece of information. This is the card that tells me the suit of your card. Was your card a club? Yes. Your card was a club. Very important piece of information there. This is the card that tells me where your card is. Now if I count down, just 3 cards away should be your selection. That's 1, 2, 3 cards for the first time. What was the name of your selection?
10 of clubs.
Oh, that's it, the 10 of clubs. Now, and these cards down here, These are the cards that's telling me it's time to do a 4-ace trick. There you go. Thank you very much. Tell you what, I want to set those down there for just a second, and I want to show you something really kind of amazing here, because I'm going to place a card right here, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. This is a paradox card. No, it's not a picture of two doctors. It's a paradox because although I'm setting the card right there in your full vision all along, that card actually cannot be there. I'll explain what I mean. Do me a favor, look at these cards closely, examine them, make sure they're what they seem to be, and then I'd like you to examine this pen here, make sure that it's what it seems to be, and then examine yourself and make sure you're who you seem to be, because I want you to go through those cards and find one card, and I want you to write your name very large on the face of that card so that everybody knows that's the only card like that in the world. You know, you might want to pick a small spot card so that your name shows up better, and it won't matter if I see what the card is because it's not that kind of a trick. So any one that you want, sign your name on the face of it.
This side?
That on the face, that's good. Very good. And I'll take the marker back. We'll get rid of that, just like, and let's see what card you got there. The 2 of hearts, very, very good. And I'm going to place your signed card right there. I'm going to put this out of play. Now, the aces are going to do something quite amazing. If I take these 4 aces and I add them to your signed card, just like this, watch what happens. Nothing right away happens. It's still your signed card. But the aces do have a magical sort of property and a magical sort of effect on your card. See, if I take it and I give it just a little wave like this, it now changes into the ace. In fact, all we have here are aces. 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. Your signed card has completely disappeared. Now, you may recall that the paradox... Oh, wait. I'm not going to touch that card. I said that I wouldn't touch it, so I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use these as little cardboard forceps to deliver something because I said it was a paradox card. The reason it's a paradox is because although it was there all along, it has always been your signed card. Isn't that amazing? Well, thank you very much. You know, there are some techniques in magic that are so amazing that even the magician isn't quite sure what's happening or how it takes place. I'll show you what I mean. It doesn't matter which one of these we use. Why don't you just pull one of those out, and we'll use whichever one you want. That one there, it doesn't matter if I see it. It's the 4 of clubs. Very good. This is really just to kind of illustrate something that I'm still trying to figure out myself. See, if I place that card about halfway down into the deck, you can see it's not on the bottom or the top. But if I give the cards a little move just like this, it comes back to the top. Now, you may not have known what to look for, so I'll do it again. And here's what I don't understand. Without question, it goes into the center of the deck. I just riffle the cards like this, and still your card comes back to the top. Now, here's what I've decided to do. In order to kind of trace this technique back to its lair, I figured out a way of eliminating everything down to its bare minimums so that we can stand a chance of figuring out exactly what's happening in this particular effect. So here's what I want to do. I'm just going to take out a few very easy to follow cards. In this particular case, it'll just be the ace, 2, 3, 4, 5 of spades, and we'll see if we can't figure out exactly what's taking place in that particular technique, okay? Should be nice and simple. All you have to do is watch a small number of cards. Let's see, I'll tell you what, let's start with the ace of spades first to see if we can figure out what happens. I'll take the ace, I'll place it about halfway down into the packet, no question what's taking place, and I'll push it in. I give it a little magical move like this, and yet that card comes back to the top, same way. Are you any closer to figuring it out now that we've eliminated it? Yeah, I'm not either. So I tell you what, let's get rid of that one and see if we can't make it even easier to follow. I'll use just the 2 of spades. We'll place it about halfway down into the packet. No question what's taking place. No funny stuff. There you go. Give it a little magical move just like this, and the 2 of spades comes back to the top. I'm not any closer to figuring it out myself, so, well, I'll tell you what, let's try it one more time with the 2 before we start eliminating it. No question what's taking place. 2 of spades down into the packet, give it a little magical move like this, and the 2 of spades comes back to the top. I'm not any closer to figuring it out, so I'm going to get rid of one more. Let's see if we can use it. You know what's interesting? You ever heard of the quantum particles? These little particles that they've discovered actually behave different when they know they're being watched. And I see with the 3, 4, and 5 of spades, it's so clear. We only have a top, bottom, and middle. They'll know that we're watching. And when they know that we're watching, they behave differently. In this case, the 3 of spades turns face down. I'll do it again. You place it inside. You give it a little magical move, and again, it turns face up because it knows that we're watching. But I want to get rid of one more card. This time, there should be no problem. All we've got are the 4 and the 5. It'll be a piece of cake to find what's taking place here. If I put the 4 down on the bottom, just like this, still, it comes back to the top. Now, we're still not any closer to figuring out, so I thought, surely, with only one card, I don't even have a bottom or a middle. Surely I'll see it come back to the top. The funny thing is, the joke's on me. It's already back on top, and I still don't know how it happened.
The laugh, the vibes, the L&L audiences. Oh, man, it's just all walk down memory lane. And I thought, today is the day I want to do that. I want to remember. I want to go back to the good old days, you know. It's nice to have videos edited and they feel a bit, you know, they feel slicker these days, right? But man, there's just something nostalgic about that era. And I'm so thankful that I grew up in that era and that was such a series that was available to learn from, you know, with Amar and Daryl and on and on and on and on, all these amazing people. David Regal's series on there was awesome. Yeah, just all that L&L stuff was just so good. So, yeah, that was the best. The best. And that's why we do this section every week when we do the shows, is the little throwbacks, is to remember the days, you know, when Magic might have been new to us, or just we were so excited because, you know, there was so much to learn and so many of these giants of Magic out there, you know. So it's great. Very cool. David says that brought back good memories. That's the plan for sure. That was the idea. Yeah. Nostalgia is awesome. True that. David was the best audience member for Illinois. Yes. Cannot argue with that. Yeah. So those are the good old days. Wojo, I converted all my L&L VHS tapes to DVD and all my other Magic tapes. Yeah, that's the way to do it, right? Preserve the goodness. It's out there. All right. As I mentioned on the front end of that, coming out of it, we were going to do some giveaways, and that's what we're going to do right now. So we'll jump back into our first free giveaway after this. We've already done one tonight. I guess we'll do our second one technically. So we'll do that right now. And this is the wheel that we're going to do that on right now. We have a lot of you on here. It looks like 64 people at the moment have joined the wheel, which is awesome. So I'll give this a quick shuffle. Don't worry, no false shuffles here. You're in good hands. No false shuffles. Here. I'm not Steve 40. Cannot do that stuff. So we're going to let the whammies go by, and we'll spin it up. Here we go. Alrighty, friends. Let's check this out. See who our winner will be. And our winner on that free spin is Eric Seibold. Congratulations to Eric. Congratulations to you, my friend. All right.
Congratulations!
Good deal, Eric. We will get you sorted with a free prize from us to you. We'll go ahead and drop that email in right now for you, Eric, so you can grab that bonus prize right there, info@allthingsmagic.com. And of course, Eric, you're still entered in our big giveaway of the night as well. Haven't done those yet, so don't worry, you are also still part of that. But this is like a little icing on the cake, a little bonus giveaway for you out there. So congratulations on landing that right there. All right.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Alrighty. We were just talking about this gentleman not too long ago. Maybe your ears were burning, Mr. Mark Schaefer, because Mark has arrived. Everybody, Mr. Mark Schaefer in the house tonight, the owner of Audience Wonderland. Mark Schaefer. I need to put that on my phone, or I need to have a little speaker. So if I do end up seeing Mark Schaefer during Magic Live, when he walks up, I need to have that at the ready to where that just starts playing. So yeah, I do need to add you real quick to the wheel because you did type in win, just like everyone else did out there. So you are officially on there now. Mark says, hey, I was proofing marketing stuff for Magic Live. Hey, man, business comes first. Business comes first. That is definitely the truth. So, but we are definitely all glad to hear that you're doing better. I gave them a quick update, Mark, just that you've been, you went back for something, you came back home, and you've been doing better and better. But definitely glad that you are back to being yourself, and Mark Schaefer giving it to us straight, saying, surgeon cleared me today. That is the best news ever. Love to hear it. And, a lot of people have been thinking about you, not just here, obviously with people that watch here, but also just, the people around you, including your wife and friends and all the things. So yeah, glad to hear it though. If the surgeon cleared you, that's big news. So I'd love to hear that for sure. Alrighty. Yeah. What was the thing? Yes, family first, business, and then David first. That's funny. That is funny. Alrighty. So yeah, we were talking about Audience Wonderland a little while ago. Obviously, I let them know, Mark, that there's like 4 or 5 things coming out at Magic Live. I think you said it was 5, but I don't know if it was 4. So if you want to kind of give it to me, so I know exactly what's going on, that would be good. But there's new stuff from Audience Wonderland coming out. That's what's important. So there you go. Alrighty. Let's see. What haven't I shown you? Oh, this was interesting to see. In the All Things Magic group from a couple days ago, we had Ryan Daniels saying that something happened to him at a gig recently. Just a friendly reminder to double check your equipment and make sure your external mic is on when it's connected to your camera, or you'll record static instead of your show audio. Lesson learned the hard way after a killer show last night. Very good reminder. The small details make the difference. Do all those little checks. Thank you, Angel, for the follow. Thank you, thumbs up from Chuck Norris. Double check every little thing to make sure, because especially something like that, you're doing a show. It's not like you get to redo the show again unless you have like a residency. And yeah, those little details do matter at the end of the day. So that's a little friendly reminder from one of our own to, if you're recording something, just make sure everything's turned on, everything. I've had that happen too. I've had audio stuff before too. That's not just Ryan. But yeah, it's a nice reminder for sure. There are 4 things, but the 5th is out. 5th is the book we shared already, Rukamine and AWP. So good. I didn't realize it was out. Is it actually on the website? Is this actually a product that's out right now? I knew that you mentioned that it was coming. You shared that it was coming, but it's not out yet, right? Like you can't buy it. It's just something you guys have said is coming, if I'm not mistaken. So that is some news there when it comes to things to always remember. And other things I need to remember is to do our giveaway for one of our supporters. Let me just double check real quick that I have all the names that I need to have. And we will go ahead and do our warm-up, the warm-up giveaway for our supporters out there. So got all of our raffle tickets so far. Okay, we've got Mike Miller out there. Okay. And I also believe I saw a couple super chats. One, again, was from Wojo. So let me get you an extra entry for that. Wojo on YT. And also Hungry and Hungover. You're going to get a couple of entries there as well. So there we go. All right. Cool. Thank you guys for the support over on our YouTube channel. Appreciate it. All right. So now is the time to do one of our giveaways for our supporters out there, the people that have either donated those raffle tickets to purchase some of those. The stars on Facebook or the super chats I was just talking about over on our YouTube channel. Alrighty, and here we are, my friends. All those details as well are over there on the side. All the different ways to enter our giveaway, which I'm about to do one now. I'll just drop the link in the chat again for the raffle tickets because that's the first way you can enter. 6-star minimum super chat on YouTube and 600 stars minimum over on Facebook. And the list is here, all the names of people. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and see who our first porter is going to be picking up a win tonight. So here we go. Good luck, everybody. Alrighty, slowing on down and... Alrighty. We're slowing on down to a Doug James, a Yams. Yams is picking up a win over there, so let's give it up for Doug James, everybody. Congratulations. Of course, Doug now gets to decide if he wants to keep that prize or if he wants to give it up and go for an even bigger prize on our Press Your Luck special wheel. And as a reminder, friends, if you dig this kind of stuff, Press Your Luck is back for the summer series. The 2 episodes out right now. You can watch them over on Hulu, ABC. And I actually applied last year to be on the show. I did not get, never got back to me. How cool would that have been, though, if I actually got on Press Your Luck? I told them that I do this type of stuff, and I was like, man, I'm a magician. I have my own little mini Press Your Luck with whammies. I thought I was a shoo-in. I didn't get on the show, and I'll have to resubmit again, I guess. But the new season just started 2 weeks ago. So if you actually enjoyed the real show, be sure to check it out. It's over on ABC and again over on Hulu as well. And Doug has spoken, and he says he would like to press it, please. So let's do that right now. And here we are, friends, on our bonus wheel. As I just mentioned moments ago, it does have prizes, but it also has those other things I mentioned over there. And those are the whammies, just like you would see on Press Your Luck. And, of course, if it lands on one of those, which it will not, hopefully, there is no prize on that spin. So get out of here. We don't want to see you, but we do want to see Doug winning tonight. We want to see a big win for Doug. In order to do that, we need to shuffle up the wheel first, make this nice and fair. And as always, friends, it does have the same number of prizes as the same number of whammies. So that is an equal 50-50 split, along with the bonus right here, the big spin bonus right there. He wins a prize already, the one that he already won, and another prize on top of it. So he gets to double dip. That's what that is. All right, so let's go ahead and shuffle one more time. And here we go. All right, everybody. Let's do it. Good luck. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, as always, you win some and you get whammied sometimes. So there we go. Unfortunately, not a win on that round. But as always, because if we did hit that, we are going to remove a whammy. If we do end up doing another spin here, we'll remove a whammy right about now. You can see the very top one up there. I'm going to make it disappear. So now it is swaying in your favor, friends, for our next spin if we do end up back over here again. And as a reminder, this is the free prize wheel, free for everyone to join. The way to do that is just by typing in the word win in the comments, and that'll let us know that you'd like to be added to the wheel if you're not already, okay? So those are the ways to enter around here. Okay. Let's now jump back over to another quick piece of magic news before we move forward. This is, of course, also coming up very, very soon, the Magic Live convention right here in Las Vegas in my backyard over at the Orleans Hotel and Casino. It is sold out. It is a sold out event. However, there is a wait list that you can join. Okay, we'll let this load up. And I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat for that. If you are looking to try to join that, join the Magic Live wait list here. So got the link in the chat for you there. Alrighty, so there is still hope, but as always, there are no guarantees, right? So that is coming up August 2nd through the 5th. Also, right around the corner, another convention that I haven't talked about tonight is this one as well, the TAOM convention. This one's not coming up just yet. This one's coming up in September, the very beginning part of September. And this is over Labor Day weekend. So Labor Day weekend, excuse me, this is going down over there. And this has another amazing lineup of people, just like all the conventions we've shown you over there. So Houston, 2026, looking at people like John Bannon, Caesar, Eric DeCamps, Jared Kopf, Armando Lucero, Mike Pashota, Jake and David Rangel, Chip Romero, Jamie Salinas, Paul Vigil, Jeff Williams, The Illusions of John Chirac, and Mary Lynn. The guests of honor, the great Scott Hollingsworth and Scott Wells, and presenting the Living Legend Award to Bill Palmer. So that is what's going down in September, the 4th through the 7th over there in Houston, Texas. And that is another look again at the lineup for the convention. All right, lots of good people there. Looks like Jeff Williams is also on. Did I mention him in this? Yeah, I did. Okay, so Jeff Williams is funny as heck. He's really, really good. Lots and lots of amazing people coming to Houston for the TAOM convention. Of course, if you want to learn more about it, there is going to be the schedule. The listing is there, all the good stuff. You can see here they got the dealing room opening up. You got the board meeting, the dinner. You got all the shows, all the lectures, all the things. And that is that. So I'm going to come back to the front page and just drop a link in the chat. If you are in the Texas area, I know Texas is big. Don't get me wrong. TAOM 2026 convention, and the link is now in the chat for that as well if you want to check that out. Maybe learn a little bit more if you are close and you didn't know about it. Now you do now. All right. So that is that. John Carter says the Texas Magic Center is also doing a museum exhibit for TAOM 2026. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Sounds like that event just gets better and better. Nice. Alrighty. I already told you about this and that and that. Yep, we are good on that and that and that. Yep. So going to do some of my other tabs, other stuff tonight. We already talked about that and that. Okay, very good, very good. All right, so a little bit more magic as well coming your way right now. Of course, some of those new tricks that are out there. This is another one of those right here. This is the EDC Ghost Whiteboard. This opens up some doors to some new presentations because a lot of times the spirit slates, they kind of have to feel right. You know what I mean? Using a chalkboard and chalk kind of fits the right environment. TCC has now created a new version that has nice wood framing and white erase board things to write on there. And now you can use these to do a few different things. You could make things appear. You could have the words change. You could have words come together like they showed you here. But this is really cool because you can also use it for playing cards, as you see here, because the interior of it fits a playing card perfectly. So if you've ever had an idea to do something like that with a card, you can do that. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with chalkboard versions, the spirit slates, but now you can do it with a dry erase, small portable thing. It'll fit in your pocket. And now you're able to do all sorts of fun stuff in a close-up environment. And it's a very classy looking prop as well, which I think is really, really nice. So I really like this a lot. And the quality is certainly there. And there you go. Right about there, the TCC Ghost Whiteboard. All right. Yep, so you can show the 3 of hearts. And then, oh, look, it's an actual 3 of hearts. Bam, bam, bam. So there you go. That is new stuff stocked here at the All Things Magic shop. Of course, we'll drop the link in the chat for that one as well. Here we go. EDC Ghost Whiteboard. There we go. Simple idea, cleaner look. Yeah, it is. You know, I was thinking they were going to be a little bit smaller. I've been using a close-up version of a Spirit Slates idea. I believe these are just from Kiki Marduk. These are the ones that I use currently for some of the things that I do. They're this small. And you get this really, oops, this is upside down, isn't it? So mine are this size. I've been using these. These aren't made out of wood, mind you. These are like a plasticky kind of thing, but they are magnetic. And you can see the size of these. And they're whiteboard as well, dry erase, which is cool. Kind of give an idea the size of this one. Here's a playing card next to that, and kind of get a good idea. So these are really cool for things I've been using it for. So I like these a lot as well. These are the smaller version of those. Those are cool. So yeah, when I saw this pop up, the Ghost Whiteboard, I'm like, damn, that's cool too. I really like that. So yeah, alrighty. So that is that one. Okay, and then there was another thing that came today that I was going to share. This is a very clever idea from Josh Janowski as well. This is very cool. It's called Arraignment. Arraignment from Josh Janowski and produced by TCC. TCC Magic. Brian says, I'll take a Ghost Whiteboard too. You got it, Brian Irwin. You got it, buddy. We will reserve one of those for you. You got it, man. Those are cool. This is called Arraignment. Oops, I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, there we go. And this is a really cool transposition thing where you also can leave people with an impossible kind of souvenir. You know, magic with money is always cool, and people dig it. And check out the video of this now to see what this looks like. I like it. So there you go.
Do you want to tell everyone what happened?
He blew my mind away.
Look at this.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh Janowski, and this has been one of my go-to close-up routines I've kept as a personal secret for over a decade.
Wow, Matt. What the heck? This is not real. Wow.
Freaking blew my mind.
Wow.
Welcome to Arraignment. Whether you're in a restaurant, on the street, at a bar, or filming for socials, Arraignment fits in perfectly. On this project, we've included video shoots, live performances, and everything you need to get started right away. When added to a regular bill, the secret supplies hides in plain sight, allowing you to hand it out to your audience with confidence and even give it away as a souvenir at the end. Each package includes a handcrafted shell using TCC's exclusive artisan coin technology. The unique gaff coin is also produced with the proprietary minting process. This means that everything is indistinguishable from the real thing, truly making it ready for the real world. In addition to the main handling, we've included my hyper-visual bill change counterfeit. Jeff Price is brilliant at the bill change of happiness.
Oh my god.
And with special permission from Paul Harris, an updated handling of the shape of astonishment. I'm Josh Janowski, and this is Arraignment. Get yours now.
Just freaked my mind out. I don't know how you put George Washington on the bill twice, but George Washington was on the dollar bill twice. Let me see you do that at home.
So there you go. Video again tells the story, right? A fun transposition with a coin and a bill. And yeah, very awesome stuff there from Josh. You get a whole kit of stuff, which is neat. You get a really nice look there of the coin after the change happens. Looks really, really cool, right? Check that out. All right, so that's Arraignment from Josh Janowski. All right. Adam says, got it in the mail today from TCC before I knew it would be a wide release. Haven't had a chance to mess with it yet, but it looks so good. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very good. So there you go. That is new stuff from Josh Janowski right there. All right. So that will pretty much run us through, I believe, all of our tricks for this week, I think. Oh, yes, I did also want to mention this. I noticed this was sold out everywhere else. Captivate, the face-up version. Looks like they're sold out everywhere. We do have both versions of arraignment, the face-up version and the face-down version. This is the trick where you have a hat, you show it empty, give a shake, and then the card appears inside of the hat. If you're doing the face-down version, as you see here, you can do it with a sign card. If you're doing it with the face-up, then it's just a card that you maybe forced or whatever that appears inside the hat. So yeah, we do have those in stock, both versions, I should say. If you are or have been looking for the face-up version, we do have it. I wanted to mention that, and also, no, I think that was it. Yeah, and we are out of the pin game and diminish, and it looks like we just sold out of the perfect score 2.0 tonight as well. So some of that new stuff going quick, moving quick. So here we go. All right, everybody. Well, that is it on the Magic side. I think that's it for all the news that I had for you. Wanted to check that out. Again, the other day when I was on here, kind of doing the tribute to Steve Zelke, I was also just kind of talking about professionalism as magicians and making sure that we leave a good impression on people with the magic that we do. I've got a performance coming up tomorrow night and Thursday night as well. And last week when I was gigging, it was like really a tough pill to swallow to see the opposite of people making an effort. So if you are someone, just remember, it's not just the magic that you do that sets us apart. It's also the class that we bring to the performances that we do. The timeliness, being there on time and early, dressing the part, looking the part, being cleaned up, hygiene, like all the basic shit matters. So looking forward to this week for sure. And next week I have a really big performance. I was actually going to ask you guys this before we do our final giveaway. This is a first for me. A lot of the corporate stuff that I do is afternoon/evening, right? I've got a big thing I'm doing next week at 8:15 in the morning. Have you ever had, and this isn't just close-up, I'm doing like a legit like stage performance next week. I forget what day next week. I think is it Wednesday or Thursday? I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday. Have you ever had to do a performance at like 8 o'clock in the morning? I think this is like 300 to 500 people, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in the middle there. So I've got AV, I've got, video playing before, I'll be mic'd up, I'll have a thing. Yeah, I'm curious if you've ever, because that's the earliest I've ever had to be up to perform for an audience. So I'm curious how I'm going to make that happen, because I got to obviously get myself down there. I got to get ready before. Yeah. So, is it info at all? So it's info@allthingsmagic.com. That is our email. info@allthingsmagic.com. Derek. Yeah. info@allthingsmagic.com. Yeah. It's All Things Magic is like our Instagram handle. I don't even know why I have that on there, to be honest with you. But yeah. Brutal. I guess you meant brutal. Yeah. Yeah. So that's going to be a new one for me, a new one for the books, but it's not terribly long. I'm literally doing like 20 minutes. I'm like opening up this big conference. I'm like the opening person before they kick off their day. So I got to bring the energy at 8 in the morning. Last week had a show at 7:30. Yeah, that's early. That's early. I had to do a show for RV Company Indiana at 8:30 a.m. It was a motivational team work magic show. Okay, so there are other people that have had to do early gigs. Morning gigs are tough, slow into the energy. If you come on too big, too soon, the crowd might go the other way. Yeah. I saw Nathan Burton do a breakfast show in Van Buren, Arkansas, for a corporate event when I was 12 years old. He killed, and the audience loved it along with their bacon and eggs. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those where you know, I bring it when I'm performing, but I feel like I'm gonna have to like bring another level of what I do. Produce coffee, lots of coffee. Yes, instead of a lot of bowl, you know, with water, let's do a lot of bowl or a lot of ace with coffee. As magicians, we do have wacky schedules. Isn't that the truth? No 8 a.m. shows. My performing got me booked for an adult birthday party for an early afternoon, 10 a.m. All right. 10 a.m. is not terrible. 10 a.m. is not bad. You can still sleep in a little bit, you know, kind of get your bearings before you have to be on. Yeah. So yeah, that's creeping up on me, and I've got it dialed in. I'm just like, I don't know how I'm going to be awake. I will. It's got to do it. All right. All that said, I'm going to do a quick refresh back behind the scenes, make sure I'm not missing anybody for our big giveaway. We're going to do that right now. Again, the big giveaway is for a TCC close-up bag, the nice luxury version. It's a black color. Those just came back in stock, so I thought, why don't we just grab one of those and just fill it up with magic? And the cool thing is you get to decide what kind of magic we fill it up with. So if you are a certain type of performer and you like a certain type of magic, that's what you're going to get, along with the beautiful bag from TCC. And those sell for almost $50 by themselves. So there we go. All right, a couple more names to add real quick. So give me just a sec, my friends, to do that. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, just got that one taken care of. Is that okay? I'm going to come back over here real quick. Kingdom says, I've done the overnight lock-in parties. Have to pace yourself on. Oh my gosh, I bet. Yeah. Alrighty, so those are good. It's good over here. And still good over there. All right, there we go. All right, well, thank you as always for the support, my friends. It is very, very much appreciated on the show. And as I always say, just watching is supporting what we do. So thank you very much for that support as well. With that said, it is time for the big giveaway of the night. So I'm going to grab all your names and I'm going to add them to our wheel. Let me do that real quick. So I'm going to grab all your names here. Here they are. There they are. All right. And we just got another super chat from Hungry and Hungover. So we got to add them a couple more times here. Do that right now. There we go. All right, how are we doing, Yort Spades? Good to see you, sir. Yes, Yort did enter the giveaway as well, so be warned, friends. Be warned. Be warned. All righty. So these are all of the supporters. Everyone has a fair shot. If you entered a certain number of times, you get a certain number of spins. Duplicates are represented on this wheel. So if you did enter with multiple entries, then you do get multiple chances to win, obviously. So I'm just going to make sure we are good. Yes, we are good with all these. So there we go. All right. Yes, Yort, we did get you up on this wheel. You can see your name right here, right there. All right. So be warned, everybody. Yort Spades has officially entered. Yort has a habit of running really, really good with our giveaways. So let's see what happens. Let's see how this goes. And thank you for the love out there, Justin Tiemann. Thank you very much for being here tonight. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle this guy up. We have exactly 100 people on this, so that is cool. So let's go ahead and see who the winner will be tonight. Here we go. Here we go. All righty, friends. Good luck to all of you. As the wheel begins to slow down, as the wheel begins to go slower and slower, if it lands on just one of you, who that person will be, you're about to find out. All right. And it looks like it is Kevin Long coming in with a win tonight. Kevin frickin' Long. Which is crazy because he just asked, am I on there? Yes, yes you are. Because you are tonight's big winner, Mr. Kevin Long.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right, congratulations to you, my friend. You were duking it out there, what looks like with Eric Seibold. So you just beat out Eric Seibold to take that win right there. And it looks like Kevin is excited about the win. There we go. All righty. So let's go ahead and get that email for you. Right there, Mr. Kevin. You can see it right next to me here. info@allthingsmagic.com. That is our email for the winners. And also if you have magic questions or any of that customer support that you're looking for, that is the email for all of those things right there. Info@allthingsmagic.com. Okay. So one more time, give it up for Kevin Long, everybody.
Congratulations!
Give it up for Kevin out there, our big winner. Pulling in that TCC bag full of magic with whatever kind of magic that he likes. It will go in there just for him. All righty. And my friends, that is going to wrap us up for another Taco Tuesday for Magicians. Another live stream has come and gone. Another week until we do it again. Let me just double check that I'm not going to be away next Tuesday. It looks like I am gigging on Monday and Wednesday. So it looks like Tuesday is good. Looks like Tuesday is good. All righty. So there we go, everybody. Appreciate your support very, very much as always. So thank you very much for allowing us to do the type of giveaways that we do. Thank you.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for that. And thank you for tuning in and for watching and just being part of what we do here at All Things Magic. It is appreciated. We continue to try to give you the best of the best magic tricks, the giveaways, all the things wrapped up just for you. So thank you for allowing us to be part of your week right here. Alrighty. In the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And if you are out there gigging, good luck and blow some minds. Blow some minds out there, everybody. I'll see you all on the next show. I will see you out there on the next show. Let's get this out of the way. Alrighty, here we go. Let's get out of here. Good to see you out there, hungry and hungover. Thanks for joining us tonight. Kingdom, always a pleasure, my friend. I will see you next week. Okay. Thank you and good luck on your 8 a.m. show. Well, that one's next week, so I'll see you before I do that one. But it'll be after next week's show, the next morning. Let's have a big Taco Tuesday next week to celebrate my birthday. Extra tacos. Extra tacos. It'll be raining tacos. All right. Hey, Ellis Cohen. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. And thank you, Lou. Thank you very much for being part of everything we do, my friend. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. As Lou says, have a great, great week. Much love, everybody. Catch you all next time.
Thank you, and good night.